Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I'm Amanda. Today I am here to do my week 1 budget projection for the month of September. I cannot believe we are into the month of September. So yes, we are here to do that week 1 budget projection. So for those that are new here, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back to my channel. In a budget projection video, I typically talk through all of the different expenses and debts that I plan on paying with this week's pay. Today is September the 3rd, 2021. It is a Friday, therefore I am getting paid today, or I have gotten paid today. So I get paid every single Friday, so I do a budget projection every single Friday. I do a budget recap every single week. Because I get paid once a week, I like to look into my money and see what I'm doing with it, making sure everything is going where it needs to go every single week. It works for me, so I do it that way. So we're going to dive right into this video so that we can make sure that it's not too long. However, it is a budget projection. Therefore, I will be talking through all of my expenses and debts or savings, for this upcoming week. Therefore, this video may be a little bit lengthy. So let's dive right in. Okay. We're going to pop this sheet up on the screen so that you can follow along with me. I do have 2 quick quotes that I want to leave you with today. First is, as I woke up this morning, I noticed that the mornings were getting cooler. Actually, it's been that way for the majority of this week. So cooler mornings are here. And also, this is one that we definitely want to think about on a weekly, daily, monthly basis. Stay physically and financially active, okay? If you are putting any kind of value into your health, your body, you want to exercise and stay as physically fit as you can, then you want to do that same thing with your money. And basically, based on the example I gave earlier, where I like to budget every single week and see what my monies are doing, that is me staying financially active. That means I'm going in there, I'm checking the numbers just like I do with working out. I work out almost every day. And, I'm lifting weights, I'm running on my treadmill, I'm running outside, I'm walking outside, I'm doing dance workouts. That's staying physically active. So you want to do that in both categories. So let's dive right in. Week 1, budget projection, Friday, September the 3rd, 2021. First item up is my mortgage. Now guys, this budget projection is going to look a little bit different because if you have been following me, I did some adjustments with my mortgage. So this is the mortgage, and I will be setting aside $268 for that. Next is the water bill, $98. The phone and internet, $239. I have 4 cell phones on my plan plus my internet. So I think that's pretty good. Auto insurance, $73. Student loans, $100. Daughter college spending money, $25. Debt monies, these are extra monies that I am able to send to my mortgage or debt, whatever it is. I only have 2 debts left. I have a student loan and I have a mortgage. So right now I'm focusing on my mortgage. So I get to send an extra $304 to that mortgage. Next is my household expenses. This is $194. These are monies that I take out of my checking account in cash, and I leave it in my wallet for things like groceries, pet supplies, toiletries, school supplies, any of those little categories that I know I need to spend monies for on a weekly basis. In most cases, I will pull that money out and put it in my wallet. Next is the children's savings account. That's an automatic draft of $28.50. It goes directly into their accounts each week. Next is my homeowners association fee, $6.70. My homeowners association bill is due quarterly, and it's about $350 or $370, something like that. And so I'm able to divide that over the 52 weeks. Therefore, it's only $6.70 that I need to set aside each week. And last but not least is the cushion. The cushion for $26.15, that is an amount that I like to leave in this account just so that I can do little incidental things that I don't really have to budget for. And that total for this week is $1,362.35. So let's go down to that next line. I typically leave only $1,228 in this account each week, because that is what I have averaged over a 4-week period that will take care of all of my expenses and savings and whatever I'm doing, with the children and other expenses. So that number is $1,228. If these items listed up above change in any given week, then that number will get adjusted. But for the last few years, that number has been working for me. So with that being said, the total is higher than the amount I normally leave in the account, so we're going to have to subtract that. $1,362.35 minus the $1,228 equals $134.35, which gets a blue cloud around it. And that money is money that I will need to pull out of my bill savings account to help me satisfy these expenses for this week. Okay, so that number gets a blue cloud because it has a relationship with another number on the paper that you will see in a few. Now, that's step one. Step two is to go back up through these expenses and put a PA, a pink circle PA, right beside those items that I will not be taking care of this week, although they are allocated in this week's paycheck. So, as you can see, we have 3 items here: the auto insurance, student loans, and the HOA. So now we will come back down, and you will see on the third from the last line where I have that pink PA there, and beside that is the total of those items. That total is $179.70. That means that money will be put away in the bill savings account because I won't be using it this week. That number gets the other blue cloud. So now, as you can see, we have 2 numbers with blue clouds. That means they have a relationship, so we're going to either have to add them or subtract them. In this case, we need to subtract those 2 numbers because one amount I need to put away in the bill savings account for later use, and the other number I need to pull out of the bills savings account for now use. So all of this is being done on paper. As you see, I indicate with the word paper and parentheses. We're not going to physically do that with the monies just yet. So now, let's go down to the next to the last line, and you will see where I will subtract those 2 numbers. The $179.70 minus the $134.35 equals $45.35. That money I will put away in the bills savings account right here on paper, because out of those 2 numbers, the larger number's action was to put away in the bill savings account. So therefore, your answer will take that action. Okay? So that number gets a yellow line under it because, of course, it has a relationship with another number. So with that being said, let's go back up through these expenses at the top. Now you see numbers with purple triangles. Those purple triangles indicate those are expenses or debts that I will be taking care of this week. Now, as you can see, I have a purple triangle by the mortgage, that $268. This is not the week that I typically pay for my mortgage. However, if you go back a couple of videos, you will see that I did make my monthly payment already for this month. Therefore, these monies that I need to set aside for mortgage this week can go directly to the principal. So just look through here. We have that mortgage amount for $268, and then we have that debt amount for $304. So both of those amounts will be going directly toward my principal payment this week. I am so excited. So that's going to knock my mortgage balance down a little bit further. I'm glad about that. So now let's go back up to the water bill line. I typically project $98 for water. But this month, water bill came in at $106. Okay, guys? So, with that being said, I am going to have to grab some monies out of my bill savings account to help out with that total because I only set aside $106. So, let's do that subtraction. 106 minus $98 equals $6. So as you can see, that $6 get a yellow line underneath because it has a relationship with another number on the page. But that is monies that I will be pulling out of my bills savings account right here on paper because I need that $6 to help out with the $106 for my water bill this week since I only set aside $98. So now let's jump down to the very last line. As you can see, that $6 have a yellow line underneath it, and the $45.35 has a yellow line underneath it. So those two items, we're going to have to perform an action. One item, the $6 I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help out, and the $45 I was putting away. So therefore, we need to subtract those two numbers. Let's look at the very last line. $45.35 minus $6 equals $39.35. So the $45.35 number is the larger of the two numbers. Therefore, your answer would take that action. That $45.35 was the amount that I was going to put away. Therefore, my answer is going to be the amount that I am going to put away in the bill savings account. So you see that $39.35 get a full yellow box because that is what I am physically going to do with my monies at the end of the day. Once we're done with all the calculations from the above amounts, at the end of the day, I am putting away $39.35 in my bills savings account for later use to help out with other bills. So that is how I do my budget every single week. That's my budget projection. Every single week I get paid. Therefore, I show you what I do with the $1,228 that I leave in this account every week. Okay? So that's really all I have for this video, guys. I would love it if you would share this information with those who are looking for a budget technique or for those that are just getting started budgeting, to just show them how they can just write out their amounts right just on paper. You know, get a paper and pencil and just get started writing out your amounts, how much your check is going to be, how much your bills are for that week, that month, bi-weekly, you know, however often you get paid, you can budget. So also, I would like for you to leave me a comment. Let me know if you're budgeting. You know, what are you doing to budget? You know, whether you like budgeting. So, also subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you would come along on this journey with me as I continue to pay down debt and, you know, move monies around into savings account. As I continue to pay more toward my debt, we'll start looking more at my savings accounts. I do not talk a whole lot about my personal savings account on this channel. You do see where I move some monies into my children's savings accounts, but I don't talk a whole lot about mine. So yeah, as we, you know, go into that direction further, I will start to have discussions on that. But just know that your girl saves by default. I save money before I even pay debt or bills. So yes, just know that the savings accounts are getting fat over there. So don't just think that I'm here just saving, you know, doing paying out all my monies basically. So That's all I have for this video, guys. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.